So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard, on his day, is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's been at that for years, and he's just very good wherever he plants himself.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's the...
Van Nistelrooy! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Throwing. Crosses it in here. Cleared without hesitation. Rizal, rapid and full of intent. Dembele is having a shot! Goal! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
Shot, surely! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Dembele. He's had it taken off him. Rafael Leao. Now that looks a decent ball.
Manchester United are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
McAllister. Now he's got space here, and he's picked out the run. Oh, he's great chance! And he hits the net. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again.
Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
Substitution.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Rice. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Manchester United have run the change. Oh, he's been caught napping! That's the keeper's ball. Aimed beyond the defence. He has a look up. Shot and goal! And that has been knocked clear. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out.
Added time.
Can he get on the end of this? That's rather hopeful. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Just a
So
quick
that was the
announcement.
first
We would
half,
like to
and we
inform
will be
you
back
that
with the second half
CCTV
shortly.
is now in operation for your safety. Substitution in progress.
And we get things going again. Manchester United decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel. And hit shoots! He's got a goal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So could they be onto something here? Rizal. Well, nicely intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Decent chance! And there's a goal! Back to within one! Interesting! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
And a really good game is threatening to break out here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Manchester United really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. That has ended up in no man's land. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Oh, it's Dembele. Can he get onto this? He's shifting through the gears here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Dani Olmo. That's a good ball out wide. Knocks it out wide. He has found the way through. Drills one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Dumfries.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Hazard, and it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, there's a probing ball, and that is a little undercooked. And that's a good ball. Manchester United are running out of time and out of options.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Rice, and he's intervened well there. He's shifted it to the flank. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Last chance, perhaps. He's picked his way through.
That's good defensive concentration. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Played into space. Howson promptly. And the referee brings it to a close. Manchester United perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. That is good alertness. And the shot! Goal! Manchester United! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Bellingham. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Oh, just skips past his... Van Nistelrooy! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Van Nistelrooy actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, good spread. He is through here. Oh, good. And Van Nistelrooy! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Towering header! And he can thump it away. And it's Bellingham. There's the shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. It's their second corner of the game. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Diaz. He's got away. And he's taking no chances there. More and more pressure on the ball here. Played out towards the right wing. Great vision. Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Bellingham! That is decidedly lacking.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Now it's Couch. Neymar, he's picked his way through.
That was lovely, that.
Now it's Bellingham, takes aim and crosses. Not the most convincing of passes. Tries to play it through. Howson cuts out the pass. And it's Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. Oh, he's having a go! And that is doing no harm at all.
Manchester United certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Now it's Mbappe. Van Nistelrooy! And again! Oh, he has absolutely drilled that.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Torres, the ball is loose and the chase is on. And it's Shevchenko. Van Nistelrooy knocks it out wide. Cross from Cafu, punched away. And that is the end of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and Inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Manchester United have made the crucial breakthrough, and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Great ball, and he's in here. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Decent chance! And that's a good finish. And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off their shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up. Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's had it taken off him. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution on the field. Number 21.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Rivaldo gets the call to seemingly universal approval.
It's a wow moment. Now that's the sort of change you don't see every day.
Now it's Mbappe, and he's made sure that's not getting through. Jude. It's Fernando Torres. Some resolute defending there. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. And he's managed to get free. And he lines up a cross. He's had a shot! And that has kept the keeper on his toes.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it. That's alert and sharp, and very well played.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well read, nice interception. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Shevchenko going forward. It's a promising position. The final 5 minutes. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
And here's Mbappe.
2 added minutes
He's
has been
having a
indicated.
hit! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, if you're looking for a top-class left-back, look no further than this guy.
Seriously rapid Serginho. What can we expect from him?
Well, he's like a full-back, wing-back and winger fused into one. There's a lot of people who can learn a thing or two about the way he moves about the pitch.
Yeah, particularly the way he picks up those positions to gather goals and offer assists. And this is Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Nicely shaped ball. A quick look, thought about cutting inside.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Drogba. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Shevchenko. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. It's gone for a throw-in. De Ligt.
Brazil always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And here's Neymar. Beckham. It's a searching pass.
Shevchenko really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Cafu. Beckham. Cafu.
That's good play from him.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Neymar. And this is Ronaldo. Ah, he's had it taken off him. Edmilson.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's found a way through. Great chance! Oh, that's an own goal!
That can happen to anyone. It's truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Van Nistelrooy. Ronaldo is onto this. Looking to play him in. Cristiano
There will be
Ronaldo.
1 minute added time.
And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he was alert to it. Drogba. That has ended up in no man's land. That's the end of the first 45. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second period is underway.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Mateus. And it's Beckham. He's in plenty of space here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mateus! And the ball's come loose here. Well, now it's Neymar! Ambitious, but just off target.
Oh, it looked like he tried to give it some extra whip.
Cafu picks it up from the goal kick. Beckham looking for options for movement. Oh, can he get onto this? No, no way through there. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. Out for a throw. Aims beyond the defence. Howson gets over and intercepts. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there really isn't enough happening up front, Peter. They just haven't been afforded much by way of creating chances. They must start showing some bite.
And the finish! And it's come back out to him. And he hits the net. They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This is...
Impressive jump!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Drogba. Neymar. Oh, super find. This looks promising. Goes for a shot! Goal! Brazil! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That's been cut out, well played.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That's a throw.
Substitution for Manchester United. Number 18, Van Nistelrooy. Number 11,
Ball's
Neymar.
out, it'll be a throw-in again.
Number 14, Bellingham. Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Coming on the field.
Ah, good steal,
number
he just read
29,
it.
Kai Havertz. Number 17,
Well, that pass
Trossard.
isn't the best.
Number 6,
Manchester
Bruno
United
Fernandes.
now in a position
Number
of
20,
desperate urgency.
David Villa.
Yeah, they're
Substitutions
Real
taking
chance.
place.
So close to drawing level.
Mbappe really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Cafu. Bruno Fernandes. Oh, what a ball! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Manchester United really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though. Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Serginho calmly anticipates. 4 extra minutes added on. That's it, the referee says enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. How do you look back on the game then, Jim? Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the
Hello,
camaraderie.
everybody, and
The
welcome
fans
to
have pulled out all
today's
the
match.
stops to make this a monumental occasion. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course, it was revolutionary.
Absolutely was.
Delivery from Mbappe. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicely shaped ball. That has been cut short. Well, that pass isn't the best. Beckenbauer. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Drogba. Fallen! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Goa with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And that has been cleared. Beckenbauer is there to clear. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Forlan. Mohamed Salah receives it in a wide position. There it is! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Goa have broken through. It's 1-0.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
He is through here, and that is headed for the middle. And that has earned a reprieve for the time. And Van Nistelrooy! Not a bad try by any means. Marquez with the clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter. And here's Neymar. And he's gone looking for safety. Beckenbauer. He's got away. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
How very smart. He just got it right.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And this is Neymar. Neymar, he's shifting through the gears here. And a chance! And that's a sharp finish. And they've got their lead back. Beautiful, just beautiful. The joy of the moment.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Neymar's cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Bullish header! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Neymar. Knocks it into space.
2 minutes at a time.
Van Bronckhorst has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Khan clears. And the referee has blown for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
That's been cut out, well played. And it's Neymar. Now it's Drogba. Van Nistelrooy. Cannavaro kept his eye on it, and he's there. Manchester United needing a change of fortune here. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
And that pass just didn't quite work. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, important interception. And the finish! And no mistake. Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Rijkaard. So what can they make of this? And he's running through. That is Conte. Neymar. Van Bronckhorst calmly anticipates. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't...
Van Nistelrooy! That was probably asking just too much.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
He's rising! Goal! Manchester United! And the comeback is complete! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, Didier Drogba.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
Number 6,
Manchester United leading now.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them haul themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on?
Number 9,
They're back on the ball again.
Number 14,
Now it's Havertz.
Number
Now it's
24,
Trossard, and he's managed to get free. He goes for a shot! Off the post!
Daniel Van Buiten. Substitutions taking place.
Manchester United close now to seeing this one through to the end. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. Chance for a shot! And he's stuck it away. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Goa really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Manchester United.
Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. It does seem to be a 4-3-3, Jim.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for the run. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Howson gets across to intercept that. Neymar. Decent chance! Well, there's the clearance. Well, that pass isn't the best.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Aims beyond the defence. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Howson cuts out the pass. Oh, good take in a good area. He's having a shot! Ambitious ball here. Can he get on the end of this? Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? It's a promising position, and he decides to cross it. Messi. Ball is over the line. Some good work on the right flank here. Knocks it into space. Neymar's cross. And the keeper beats it away. Pass somewhat off target. Tries to play it through. Great vision. And he's ended up in no man's land. Could move up a gear here. And this is Drogba. Drogba finds himself offside. Tries to pass it through. Pass is just off target. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
New Zealand clearly didn't help themselves by
And it's half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. So right back into the action.
Manchester United have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. Okay, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Drogba has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm. That has not gone well. A probing pass. He's rising! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Well, you have to say how clever the pass was. It caught the defence off guard because of the disguise on it, and it makes it all the more disappointing that he didn't top it off with a finish.
Well, nicely intercepted. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he stands tall, impenetrable. Oh, played through for the wide man. And he welcomes it in. And he shoots! And he thumps it clear.
Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
Oh, what has happened here? And this is Van Nistelrooy. And it's been hooked away. Manchester United can breathe again, just.
Well,
Can he finish? And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And we have our very first corner. He leaps for it!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's Jordan Henderson! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he doesn't half hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
Van Nistelrooy. Manchester United have reclaimed it. And it's Van Nistelrooy. Howson wins the duel this time. That's really well cleared. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Neymar. Shoots! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Manchester United really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And he's intervened well there. Nice looking ball. It's a pretty loose pass. Played into space. And he's straight offside. That has been slung wide.
2 added minutes has been
That is
indicated.
good alertness. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Beckenbauer. Great chance! Oh, that could be pivotal! A breakthrough! So late in the day!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. Shevchenko.